folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm looking forward to this. Well, I mean, I look forward to them anyway, but there's certain things. Kelly Lang, I did a reaction to a couple of Kelly songs, and I Ain't Going Nowhere was her song, and it was so touching, so moving. It was one of the songs where I was actually speechless when I was done with it, and that's rare. I can be emotional, of course, but this left me pretty much speechless. Well, Kelly commented. She saw the reaction and commented and even apologized for, like, I don't know, making me sad or cry or speechless or something like that. And I was like, no. I want to feel the full range of human emotions. But this is a gift request by Penny Hedlund and Under the Tennessee Moon by Kelly. Penny is not from Tennessee, but she's dedicating it to the people, all the people who are from Tennessee. So I'm wearing my Nashville hat, and I'm wearing, you'll recognize the colors. Even though I'm a Rutgers guy, I can don the Volunteers colors for a video. All right, so let's see what Under the Tennessee Moon is all about. It's a reaction. I don't know it. So it's from Penny Hedlund. Thank you, Penny, for the gift, as always. Oh, Under a Tennessee Moon.
Down here in Nashville, the music plays on. We still love the Opry and Haggard and Jones. So many have left us, like Johnny and June.
Yeah.
They lay to rest here under a Tennessee moon. I left my heart up in East Tennessee, where the mountains were glowing with golden red leaves.
It's gorgeous falls.
I meet my maker every time I go through. It eases my soul under a Tennessee moon. Tennessee River, it runs through my veins. I still love to hear Smoky Mountain rain of all of the places that I have been to. I want to grow under a Tennessee moon.
I like the way she sings that there.
Down there on Bill Street, they still sing the blues. Love the Peabody.
Sorry to cut it off, but this Nashville hat I got on Beale Street across from B.B. King's Blues. There's like a little knick-knack shop, touristy type thing. I got this years ago. I'm like, I gotta get a hat that says Nashville.
And the great rendezvous, the king lived in Graceland. Lord, he left us too soon. You know, it's never been the same under a Tennessee moon.
It's a great tribute.
Sweet magnolia blowing in the wind takes me river. It runs through my veins. I still love to hear Smoky Mountain rain of all of the places I have been to. I want to grow under a Tennessee moon.
Nice.
Is everything sweeter under a Tennessee moon?
You gotta wonder what was left on the cutting room floor. What do you omit? I mean, there's so much to choose from. I mean, you get the idea for a song, right? And there's nothing on the paper other than that first idea. That might not even go on paper, the first idea. That's just sort of like the burst of inspiration. But then you gotta nail it down into a few words. And then once you start fleshing it out, it's like, okay, who, what, where? Do I want to talk about the history of Tennessee? What pictures do you include? Roy Acuff? Do you want to put Music Row? I mean, obviously you've got Tootsie's and a big part of, Lower Broadway and then Beale Street. And when it said the Hermitage right away, I think they might say Hermitage down there. I can't not say it, but Hermitage. I used to stay at the Hermitage Hotel when I would go down to Nashville. Now I stay at my friend's place down in Franklin. But what do you leave out? Who do you leave out? I mean, it's such a difficult choice because there's so many options. And then do you use stock footage or do you go take the pictures yourself and all that? It's you could tell that that's one of those bursts of inspiration that you get as a songwriter. And it said in the end there, Kelly was the songwriter, that when you get a burst of inspiration for a song, or in my case, books, like I write books all the time, but you'll get this burst of inspiration. Like for me, like writing a book, I might have an idea in my head that I want to write just 200 pages or just 150 pages or whatever. And as you start fleshing it out, you could start to lose interest. And because a lot of ideas, when you're in the idea space, and songwriters are, as are authors of books or screenwriters or whatever type of writer, that you're in that creative space and you go on these bursts of inspiration. You don't know when the next one's going to hit. Sometimes they come rapid fire with songs and pow, you blast it out. But other times you get this idea that you think's a great idea and you're so wedded to it initially. But then when you go to flesh it out, you're like, this really doesn't do it for me. This is one of those songs that you could tell that was a constant work in progress. It was a tremendous joy. I started a list. This is going back 15 years ago. I just wanted to do a list of 100 things that would not exist in a perfect world. And I didn't know if I was going to make it to 100. Well, it turned out I made it over 1,500 and published it. It's actually on Kindle in a 3-part series. It's one of those ideas that kept feeding me as time marched on. And I kept realizing, wow, we live with so much horseshit in this world that produces either pain, tears, sorrow, death, agony, whatever you want to call it. So I can relate to a song like this because when you have a burst of inspiration like this, it keeps feeding you so much so that you've got to keep things out, and that becomes your problem. All right, you put Johnny in there, and you put June in there, and you got Loretta in there, but what do you leave? Who do you leave out? I mean, you put Elvis in there, of course, but I mean, they got the 2 big state universities in there. I saw the Vols and I saw Vandy in there, But there's a whole bunch of others like Meharry, the medical school down there, and you've got Belmont and all these others. And so what do you leave out? You got the Tennessee River, but not the Cumberland. But you show the Cumberland River because you can't not when you show Nashville. That bridge, is that the Cumberland Bridge? I don't know what's that bridge that goes over that's always shown. I'm not rating this. Penny, that was fantastic. I'm all amped up now. It's ridiculous how amped up I am right now. But that was tremendous. Thank you for that, Penny. And Kelly, if you see this, tell me I'm wrong. Let me know where I'm wrong on what I said. I'm guessing you had a ton of fun on this, and you probably had people wanting to contribute their ideas, and maybe you took them. And maybe you just worked on this solo privately and didn't let anybody know until it was done. Creativity and inspiration, they're fun. They're crazy and they're fun. So there it is, folks. I'm not rating it. That's just a tribute to the state of Tennessee and all the folks. I don't rate those kinds of things. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.